Disciplined is a trait that looks simple, but is often misunderstood. So, the disciplined trait allows the unit to ignore the immediate effects of the general dying. Notice that I said immediate effects, because there are two things happening when the general is either routing or he is dead. That is, the first thing is that units that are not disciplined are going to get penalty to their morale of -30. That is potentially massive. But units that are disciplined are not immune to the negative effects of the general being dead. And I'll show you why in a second. So, here you go. If you mouse over the abilities of the Hastati, it will say that they are disciplined, and that this unit does not suffer a morale penalty when the general dies. It can also rally after routing more often. So it does not suffer a morale penalty of -30 when the general dies, but notice that these units are eager and they have the red triangle pointing down, which suggests that they have a negative morale modifier in effect, and that negative morale modifier is that the general is dead. That means that the effective morale of these Hastati is 30 and not 45 when the general dies. So killing the general of a faction that has mainly disciplined units is not going to give them a morale penalty of -30. It's going to give them a morale penalty of -15 instead. So it will not allow them to completely ignore the negative effects of the general being dead. It will allow them to ignore the initial -30. And for units that aren't disciplined, they will get the -30 initially, and then after, I think it's 30 seconds, they will have -15 as well. So don't think you can be completely careless with your general if you're playing as, say, Rome, Carthage, Athens, Syracuse. Your units will still get a negative morale modifier when your general dies. It's just not as pronounced as it is for the units that lacks discipline. Strength and honor.